out, but to avoid those pitfalls. Look, we're talking about Islam entering the larger GOAT conversation, the greatest fighters who have ever fought. John Jones, to me, the two-division champion, is still the best fighter I've ever seen inside the octagon. But even Jones has had his streaks broken up by a disqualification loss, a no contest due to a failed drug test. Ever since that first-round flash knockout loss Makhachev suffered against Adriano Martins, a name we don't talk about anymore, he has been brick by brick, fight by fight, rounding out the skill set in his game. He doesn't just lean on his wrestling. He's become just as great of a technical striker. We're seeing sustained greatness now up a weight class. If he wins on Saturday, he'll be on an even smaller list than he already is as a two-division champion of the ones who have defended in both weight classes and moved up to do so the second time.
One of 11.
The interviewer asked Islam Makhachev if he respected Ian Machado Garry as a fighter. Islam said he respected him because he was the #1 contender and a skilled fighter, but he believed he was on another level. Islam also explained that he had many years of experience and felt confident going into the fight. The interviewer then asked Ian Garry about Islam's wrestling and how he planned to stop the champion from taking him down. Ian explained that Islam could not grab him if he could not catch him. He believed his movement, distance, speed, and striking would make it difficult for Islam to get close. The interviewer asked how the height and reach difference could help Ian. The analyst explained that Ian needed to use his long reach, footwork, and movement to keep Islam at a distance. However, if Islam pushed him toward the cage and got the fight to the ground, the size advantage could become much less important.
I would think he would accept that. That might even release a little pressure from him. Just say what a hard fight I'm in. That's the exact psychological strategy that Ian Garry took. Ian Garry shows up at the press conference and says, Islam is the greatest fighter in the world. He's the greatest fighter to ever live. Islam told him to shut up. Now, is that because he misunderstood? Maybe.
Perhaps.
Or is it because Islam knew, man, this guy's trying to game me. He's trying to disarm me, and Islam was staying focused. Couple of interpretations there.
2. The interviewer asked what made Ian Garry dangerous despite facing one of the best fighters in the world. The analyst said Ian had strong fight IQ, good timing, excellent movement, and the ability to make adjustments during the fight. He did not need to throw constantly because he could patiently set traps with his jab, footwork, and distance. The interviewer asked about Ian's confidence before his first UFC title fight. Ian believed this was his moment and said he had visualized winning the championship. The analyst explained that he had already competed in main events and was comfortable fighting for 5 rounds, so the pressure of a long fight was not completely new to him. The interviewer then asked what Ian needed to do if Islam took him down. The key question was whether Ian would stay on the ground or quickly scramble back to his feet.
Weights. Islam might be the champion, but he's only beaten one welterweight.
Yeah, and this is a big one and a skilled one that he's up against. And that's the real true element of what are we waiting to see on Saturday night. We wanted to see how Islam's body would do against a true welterweight, and we saw that.
Training with Damian Maia had helped him become more comfortable with grappling and defending takedowns. If Ian could return to his feet and keep the fight in the center, his striking and movement could become major advantages. 9-3, the interviewer asked what makes Mackenzie Dern dangerous in the co-main event. The analyst explained that Dern is a highly skilled jiu-jitsu fighter who has also improved her striking. She is tough, aggressive, and dangerous both on the ground and on her feet. Her championship experience and confidence also make her a difficult opponent. The interviewer asked Jillian Robertson's coach why Jillian has improved so much recently. Her coach said confidence was a major reason. Robertson has developed from a quiet young fighter into a very determined competitor who believes she can become the best in the world. Her grappling, pressure, and finishing ability are some of her biggest strengths. Finally, the interviewer asked how Robertson could win the title. The analyst said she could use her strong takedowns and top control to make the fight difficult for Dern. However, Dern has dangerous submissions and improving striking, so Robertson would need to stay focused and make smart adjustments throughout the fight. Both fighters believe they have the skills to win, making this one of the most interesting matchups on the UFC 330 card.